Hello there, people. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. I'm Anthony the Goalie. And as we continue down this lonely road of season team previews, we are now at number 22, the Buffalo Sabres. The previous season, they were so close to making the playoffs. And a lot of experts and people like myself also thought that Buffalo will make the playoffs. Just like the New Jersey Devils, it's funny the difference a year makes. A lot of their key players had down years compared to the previous season where they had career years. But they did seem to find their goalie that they can rely on for the future. So, let's go see exactly what happened with Buffalo last season. They had 39 wins, 37 losses, 6 overtime losses for 84 points. First team that we have reviewed so far to have a winning record. They scored 244 goals and allowed 243. Also, the first team we reviewed that had a plus in the goals for and against category. Like I said before, Buffalo's key players had down years compared to the previous season where they had career years. Rasmus Dahlin, who signed a 8-year extension this last season, was tied with Alex Tuch for a lead in the team with points of 59. Tage Thompson led the team in goals with 29, but he also had a down year compared to he about scored 50 the year before. Buffalo's main players, 4 defensemen, including Owen Powers, need to have better years for Buffalo to contend for the playoffs and hopefully make them to end this NHL record of missing the playoffs. They also, at the trade deadline, were able to trade Casey Middlestat to Colorado for Bo and Byram. So their defense has got 3 young players each line. If they choose to, they can roll out NHL quality defensemen on that. That's something a lot of AHL teams don't have. As far as the goaltending, Devin Levi, people thought the limited play he had the previous season would translate into a better rookie year. Not so much. He split the year between the NHL and the AHL. NHL, he played in 23 games, 10 wins, 8 losses, 2 overtime losses for a .899 save percentage. In the AHL, he played in 26 games, 16 wins, 6 losses, 4 overtime losses, and a .929 save percentage. I mean, he has potential to be a very good NHL goaltender. Maybe one more year in the minors could help, because UPL established himself as a NHL starting goaltender, especially in the second half. He played in 54 games, 27 wins, 22 losses, 4 overtime losses, a 2.57 goals against average, a .910 save percentage, and 5 shutouts. For his play last season, he was awarded with a 5-year contract extension during the offseason. They also had Eric Comrie playing backup. He played in 10 games, 2 wins, 7 losses, a 3.69 goals against average, and a .874 save percentage. He signed with Winnipeg in the offseason. I believe that for the 3rd time. So it looks like it will be UPL and newly signed James Reimer to be the NHL tandem for Buffalo. During the offseason, they bought up Jeff Skinner's contract. He signed with Edmonton during the offseason. They didn't lose too much during the offseason as far as key player-wise. Skinner's probably the most notable. But they did add Jason Zucker, Ryan McLeod, and Sean Lafferty. Zucker played parts of last season with Arizona and Nashville. Reimer played in Detroit. He had 11 wins, 8 losses, and a .904 save percentage. So, in reality, Buffalo in the offseason, they needed to add more scoring, a little more depth on defense, and they didn't really do that. But they do have the cap space to do that if they need to be. They have $8,449,484. They still have a roster spot contract-wise. They have 22. They have a first-round pick this year's coming draft, and a second-round pick, and they still have all three retention spots. Like I said earlier, Buffalo should challenge for a playoff spot, but it's going to pretty much depend on Tage Thompson, Alex Tuck, Darlene, Powers, all of them to have comeback years, and UPL to continue his play from last season. I see them challenging for the playoffs. Making it, I don't know. The Atlantic's pretty tough, and so is the East. So, let us know what you think about Buffalo's chances this year making playoffs down below in the comments. And if you enjoy the content we produce on this channel, would you please like and subscribe? And as always, have a good night, and I'll see you then.